I'm talking today to Deborah Dougal, partner at Haslers, and I want to talk to you, Deborah, about VAT and academies. So could you tell me first of all about partial exemption and how this applies to academies?
Sure, yeah. So academies, because they're treated as a business rather than under the old local authority control, they're responsible for their own VAT accounting. And what that means for academies predominantly is being able to reclaim the VAT they incur on their expenditure. Now there's two ways in which academies can go about doing that. They either register for VAT in the same way as any other business, or they can use something called the VAT 126 refund scheme. And where partial exemption comes into that is with the VAT registered academies. Because for VAT 126 refund academies, they're only ever going to be able to claim VAT on their non-business expenditure, non-business being the expenditure that relates to their core education. Whereas partial exemption, and to go back to your question, is about exempt activities which are business but not taxable. So what that means is for a VAT registered academy, they need to allocate their expenditure first to their non-business activities, which they can claim in full, then to their business activities, which they can claim the taxable part, not the exempt part, and then the last stage of that is this partial exemption calculation that you referred to. And that's how academies are affected by affected by partial exemption.
Okay, so moving on from there, can academies reclaim exempt input tax, and if so, what's the criteria that needs to be met?
Okay, yes, so as I say, an academy that's on the VAT 126 refund scheme can never reclaim exempt input tax because they can only ever reclaim their non-business input tax. But for a VAT registered academy, in theory, no, exempt input tax is blocked from recovery, but there is a de minimis limit under which that exempt input tax can be ignored as being exempt and claimed as if it was taxable. And that de minimis limit is calculated on an average of £625 per month and less than half of all input tax of the academy. Under those levels, which are very low levels, the exempt input tax can be reclaimed. In any other case, no, it can't, to answer your question.
Okay, and where can academy schools find out more about Haslers and your VAT expertise?
We have on our website, we have information about ourselves and about me as VAT partner here. We also have our academies microsite, which specifically talks about academies. We publish regular newsletters and bulletins in which I contribute articles on VAT. All of those places are good sources, or you can speak to any of us.
Okay, Deborah, thank you very much.